but holding low, we finally know the real reason behind Amanda Seals' beef with Issa Rae. Oh my God, it is a shocker.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls. Keeping on my lip, truck look like brains.
What's up, guys? It's your sister, Jessie Woo. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe. So you can join the Black Women's Tribe during it's Black History, Black Women's Month. It's Black History, Black Women's Month. I hope that you're doing good. I hope that your Black History Month is going well. Y'all see the title. Let's get straight into the motherfucking tea. Y'all know what time it is. We finally know. Lo and behold and lo, we finally know the real reason behind Amanda Seals' beef with Issa Rae. And oh my God, it is a shocker. So yesterday, I guess, on Amanda's YouTube channel, she went live and she chose to give us this information that nobody asked for, nobody wanted, nobody cared to know. There's no reason for it. She just decided on her time, on her channel, to let us know what really took place between her and Issa Rae. And before we actually take the look, I want y'all to get the context of the video. I believe at this portion of her video, she does this thing where I guess she presents a word, she teaches the class a new word, which is great. So if you want to learn new verbiage, if you want to enhance your vocabulary, Amanda Seals obviously is someone that's amazing for doing this and helping you out with that if you listen to her. And so the word was tenebrous, I think, but let's go ahead and take a look.
Tenebrous, dark, shadowy, or obscure. Can somebody use it in a sentence? Can somebody use tenebrous in a sentence? TENEBROUS, dark, shadowy, or obscure. Dark, shadowy, or obscure. Reagan coming for y'all. She said word of the day should be initiative. Yes, initiative. One day I asked my bro something on Facebook and he said, I don't know, look it up, LOL. And I was like, that's what I'm doing. I'm using, no. Here's some tea for you. You know the day I stopped talking to Issa? I'm going to tell you the day. Here's some tea for y'all because y'all know you love some tea. So I'm going to give you some tea right now.
Unsolicited.
Here we go. This is some surprise tea for you. This is the day that I stopped talking to Issa. We were all sitting around waiting to shoot. And we were chit-chatting. Everybody together as a group was all chit-chatting. And we started talking about this new show. A new show had come out. Okay? And as we started talking about the new show that come out, Issa started reading a review of the show out loud to the group, okay? She's reading the show out loud to the group. So we're all sitting there listening, and we're all commenting and involved in the commentary and in the conversation. Everybody as a group is talking. And when I say everybody, I mean the cast members. We're all chit-chatting about it, okay? Together, all of us together. And she fell off from the conversation because she was reading the rest of the article to herself. So then I guess when she was done reading, she said, oh, yeah, it ends with da-da-da-da-da. And I asked, oh, well, did they mention da-da-da-da-da? And she said, why don't you just read it yourself? And that was the last day. Because I had taken so much sankness and weirdness for the past 5 seasons, and it was the last season, and I just said, you know what? I don't gotta take this no more. I don't know who the fuck you talking to. I don't know know why you're even addressing me this way. We're in a whole group of people together. We're all discussing this. I'm actually showing interest. And so that was the last day. And I have never spoken to her again. Because I'm always going to show you respect unless you play me, which I have one time got out of my face because I felt played. And then she then tried to act like she was going to fight me when we was on stage doing a read about a movie. And I was like, stop, because we're not about to fight. And then we were able to have a civil conversation after that. Hey, listen, she got in her feelings. Fine. But sunning me in front of everybody is unacceptable for a number of reasons. One, I am your employee. I'm your employee. That's number one. You're sunning me for what? Like, it's not that I did anything wrong. It's not like you're correcting me in the work. Two, I am your peer, colleague. And three, I'm your elder. Boom, boom, boom. So that was the last day. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to keep putting up with this behavior. I'm not going to keep interacting with this. I'm not going to keep kowtowing. I'm not going to keep being the bigger person who comes and tries to soothe and smooth because you're the boss. I'm not going to do it. So that was the last day. So for anyone who's ever wanted to know, you just got a random tea. That was the last day. There we go. Okay, let's get back to Tenebras. Yes, Tenebras. Yeah, I was not tenebrous about my feelings moving forward after that. Very clear.
After watching this, if you're still Team Amanda Seales in the whole Issa Rae, her publicist debacle, I'm going to choose to believe that you are just as dumb as Amanda Seales doesn't realize that she is. This lady's dumb as hell. Book smart, dumb as hell. Because number one, nobody asked you for this. Number two, what is your reason for this? Just what? What is your reason for this? Folks have moved on from the Shannon Sharp interview. Folks have moved on from the Kamala moment that you just had where you basically came online and told us that Kamala shut you down. Like, people have moved on from a lot of the fuck shit that you've done in the recent years. And here you come again. And Issa Rae has never said anything publicly about you other than the moment that she had, I think it was last summer, when she finally said, you know, somebody, I think she was in an interview and she was asked, is there anybody in the business that you would never work with again? And she said, well, you know, if you've ever gone on Instagram Live and talked shit about me from a party you weren't invited at, or something like that. Can't remember the word for word. But that's the most she's ever said. And mind you, she said this after you went on the Shannon Sharp show and said that your reason for your beef with Issa Rae is because she did not protect you against her publicist. So now, lo and behold and lo, it wasn't even the publicist. It was Issa. So for 5 years, you had to deal with Issa Rae trying to fight you. You want me to believe that? Y'all gonna believe that? That for 5 years, Amanda Seales had to deal with Issa Rae wanting to fight her. I want to show y'all something. Because I don't think y'all understand that Amanda Seales was a pretty big name when she was on Insecure, okay? And before she got on Insecure, I want y'all to keep in mind, Issa Rae had Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. Issa Rae had Awkward Black Girl on her YouTube channel, right? She also gave Amanda Seales her own show on her YouTube channel, okay? When Issa Rae got her deal with HBO, she took Amanda Seales along with her and put her on Insecure, okay? When you just do a quick Google. I remember years back, there was this article about Amanda Seales with Bunham & Murray, who's a big company. Just go ahead and just look up Bunham & Murray. This is in June 15, 2021. Insecure star Amanda Seales developing scripted series with Bunham & Murray strikes overall style deal with Bunny J producer. I hope I'm saying that right. This woman had a scripted deal with one of the biggest unscripted / scripted production companies in the business. Just look up Bunham & Murray. What happened? What happened? She'll also develop, produce, and potentially star in both scripted, unscripted series across the company. What happened? What happened to this? Amanda Seales, star of HBO Insecure, is setting up shop with Keeping Up the Kardashians producer Bunham & Murray Productions. Comedian Seales, who previously co-hosted the daytime talk show The Real, hosted NBC's Bring the Funny. Like, you had all of these one-season jobs, okay? Then you get with Bunham & Murray, they give you this deal and nothing come out of it. Nothing. Like, you had development. You had a development deal. Nothing came from it. Amanda Seales. Hold on. Amanda Seales had the I Be Knowin' special, 2019. Why'd you only get one special from HBO? What's her name? Lord, I'm forgetting my Nigerian sister name. Lord have mercy. Hold on. Lord. Yvonne Orji. Yvonne Orji has 2 HBO specials. She came from the same show. She had A Whole Me. This is 2022. Before that, she had Mama, I Made It. This is 2020. Yvonne Orji has done very well for herself. She's always booked, right? But why is it Yvonne Orji was able to get 2 specials, you only got 1? You got development deal, ain't nothing get developed. I bring all that up to say, Issa Rae had you on every season of Insecure. Mind you, she had you on Insecure even past the whole Emmy's party debacle. You still stayed there. And you want me to believe that this woman was fighting you for 5 seasons? Or she was trying to fight with you, or she was disrespecting you for 5 seasons, when literally every time somebody has worked with you, they wash their hands with you, that was it. You're always a one-timer with everybody else. But she kept you for every season. And a lot of y'all would be in the comment section. I would see so many of y'all, well, Issa Rae should have did better with the publicist because the publicist is her employee. Guys, a publicist is not your employee. You do not employ your publicist. You are your publicist's client. Now, it just so happens that Issa Rae and her publicist, Vanessa, they went to school together. They grew up together. They built what they built together. But in Hollywood, your publicist can make or break you. That is their job, to make you look even bigger than what you are. Even if for the biggest stars, their publicists come in and create these illusions around them to make them look bigger than what they are. Your publicist is not on your set. Her publicist was not on the Insecure set. She wasn't down to the snack bar talking to Amanda crazy. She wasn't in the scenes talking to her crazy. The lady has a long list of clients that she had to tend to. She just didn't fuck with Amanda. That's not Issa Rae's business. I've always stood by that. I'm going to stay by that too. And some of y'all will say, oh, but you're just biased because you work with Issa Rae. I've worked with Amanda Seales too. And you know what? I'm going to tell my story in this episode of just a couple things, y'all. It's not just a couple things. We're just, talking about what's going on. But I've worked with both. Okay? One was insufferable, one wasn't. It just is what it is, okay? Issa Rae post that party that she wasn't even at, called Amanda, called her publicist, told them both to speak to each other. The publicist was willing to talk to Amanda, and Amanda wasn't. The publicist said, well, do you want to know why I don't like you? Amanda's response, I don't give a f*** you don't like me. That's not my business. Okay, cool. So nothing got resolved, and you're still looking at Issa Rae for what? Y'all are two grown-ass bitches that can't get along with each other, but one of you clearly keeps pushing the boundaries. The girl had a party she didn't invite you to. You get to the party, you're asked over 10 times to leave. It was plain as day that just was not Issa Rae's fault. And now you want me to believe that Issa Rae was trying to fight you? Mind you, by your own words, you say that it was because you got out of your face. I think she said, I got out of my face.
Because I'm always going to show you respect unless you play me, which I have one time got out of my face because I felt played. And then she then tried to act like she was going to fight me when we was on stage doing a read about a movie, and I was like, stop, because we're not about to fight. And then we were able to have a civil conversation after that. I listen, she got in her feelings, fine.
So you were actually bucking at her. This is by your words. And then for me, for this to be the smoking gun, like, I'm sorry. So you mean to tell me that your beef with Issa is all because Issa Rae read an article to you and the rest of the cast as a group, word for word. She read it, word for word. Discussion is happening, chatter is happening, whatever. She's still reading it. You didn't hear, or you had questions. Oh, did they say whatever? Or did they da-da-da-da? And she says, oh, well, why don't you read it for yourself? That's the smoking gun, bitch. That is the reason you don't have a career. Because when I look at the fact that all of these other entities worked with Amanda Seales just one time, yet Issa Rae kept working with you, and the best you have is Issa Rae telling you, why don't you read this for yourself? That's the best you've got? Are you insane? You don't have a career. You don't have a career because Issa Rae telling you to read it yourself was disrespectful because you're her elder and you were her employee, which, by the way, factually speaking, and some of y'all will disagree with this, but I'm not going to argue no facts with nobody. Factually speaking, Amanda Seales, you were HBO's employee. Yes, Issa Rae created the show. Yes, she EP'd the show. But she did not hire you. She didn't cast you. Yes, she wanted you to be a part of it. Of course. But Issa Rae is not the name on your check. You were HBO's employee. Okay? Issa Rae was your colleague. She was acting with you. But she was not your employer. That is factually speaking. And all of this beef is because she told you to go read it for yourself? Or she asked you, hey, why don't you read it for yourself, girl? And let's say she did have an attitude. Have you met yourself recently? You're actually quite insufferable. And it's crazy because when those op-eds started coming out last year, the Essence op-ed, the Root, I was one of the main people like, nah, this is y'all are up. But I will tell you the truth. The chitter chatter with friends that I have in the industry, it was all the same conclusion. She's quite insufferable, but she doesn't deserve this. The fact that here we are a year later, you are proving every op-ed to be correct. Because if this is your smoking gun for why you don't have a career, because literally your beef with Issa is why you have no career. Literally. Your beef with her. Issa Rae was literally your last lifeline. And so now you want to tell me that was the smoking gun? This is it? This is the story? This is the disrespect? This is what you like. So after years and years and years, this is your best? When we were in the pandemic, I remember Amanda Seales reached out to me and Pretty V to do funny, smart black to show that she does it. That's really, really good. And, but she was doing it, online. Obviously it was a pandemic. Everybody was doing things online. So we do smart, funny black. It was a great experience. I was so happy to do it. I didn't ask no questions. I just was like, girl, give me the login. I'm doing it. Great. Me and Pretty V have a great time. And to be honest, like, I've always admired Amanda Seales. I still do, but I ain't gonna hold you. I don't. But anyway, I was so excited to do it. I walked away from the experience thinking, wow, like that was great. Like Amanda Seales, like, bro, I've always admired her. I think she's great. So anyway, I believe maybe a couple weeks after that, Amanda hit me up and she said this. So this is September 26, 2022. She said, okay, so Thursday I'm in Atlanta. I'm free from 2 to 7. Can we find 30 minutes in there to link? I said, oh, great. I land at 2:10, so I should be around Midtown by 3 o'clock. She said, okay, apparently I'm in downtown. She said, is that far? I said, no, downtown is actually close to me. Perfect. Okay, so fast forward September 29th, I get a call, right? And I guess it was her assistant. And he was like, hey, I'm just calling on behalf of Amanda. Just trying to see where you're at so she could pull up on you real quick. And I was like, pull up on me? What? I thought we were linking up for like lunch or something. Cause like, that was kind of like the tone of the text message. Like, I'm thinking we're going to link up, like we're, for a quick coffee or quick lunch, whatever, talk. I had just did like funny, smart black, I think like a couple months prior. So I was really excited. I don't think I had met her before, like in an intimate setting. So I thought like, she's going to be in Atlanta. You in Atlanta? Cool. We're going to grab a quick bite, whatever. That's my thought. So when he called me and he said that, and I was like, oh, pull up on me. I'm like, I'm home right now, but if you want, like, you could let me know where she wants to meet up. There's this spot, there's that spot that's nearby. And he was like, what? And I was like, what? So then like, he's like, okay, I'm going to give you a call back. So then she calls and she's like, hey girl, what's this about meeting up? And I was like, oh, you told me you were going to be in town. I thought you probably wanted like lunch or something like that. And she's like, lunch? No. She's like, I have a comedy show tonight and tomorrow. I think it was like, or either tomorrow, maybe it was that weekend. But she's like, I have a comedy show in Atlanta. Like, I just wanted to pull up on you and you could do a quick video, promote it and post it on your page. So you could tell your followers that I have a show. And I was like, oh, okay, I thought we were meeting up to meet each other. We haven't met each other. Like we go back and forth sometimes online. Like I thought like this would be a nice time to meet up. She's like, no, girl, I'm trying to promote my show. I'm going to meet up with Candy real quick. She's going to do a video for me. She's like, I'm about to hit up Pretty V to see if she could do it for me. And I was like, okay. And it just was this awkward pause. So she's like, I'm going to call you back. I'm like, okay, good. Cool. We hang up. So afterwards, she sends me this text. On second thought, I feel like we're putting you on the spot now and Def don't want to do that to anyone. Next time I'm in town, we'll grab a meal. She sent me a kissy face. And I said, okay, thanks for understanding. Right? That's not rude. Y'all let me know if that's not rude. Now, I like that she corrected herself, on second thought, but the fact that I was made to feel crazy for thinking that I was going to get to meet up with her. Like, we had never met each other like that. I don't think I've ever even met her outside of online interactions. So you just thought you was going to pull up on me, put your camera in my face and have me promote your show? And then like the whole tone of, no, I got a show to promote. And I'm going to let you guys take a wild guess if I ever got to sit down with Amanda Seales and have a meal. Right. Never got that meal, right? I share that story to say this. I think that the same characteristics that Amanda Seales complains about from folks are same characteristics that she displays. She thinks folks are rude. She's rude. She thinks folks lack judgment. She lacks judgment. She wants folks to protect her. When have you ever heard anyone say Amanda Seales protected me from anything? And even when you hear her speech, when does she speak like someone who's there to protect others, their feelings or their experience? You're just insufferable. You're just insufferable. Like, and it's like annoying how Amanda Seales goes out of her way to not take any responsibility for her part in all of the dissension that you see with all these relationships that she has. Like, you play a major part. I'm not here to say that Issa Rae has never had an attitude, what you want to say. I don't know what your dealings are. But I can tell you, if she had to deal with just a glimpse of what I dealt with, just in that, I could see her getting a little frustrated with you. I could see that, right? But I'm sorry. This is your best. Her having, let's say she did have an attitude. Well, girl, read it for yourself. This is your best. Are y'all aware of all the stories that are coming out about people in Hollywood? And this is the best you got. So now we went from the publicist was the problem to now actually Issa was the problem. So who's next, Amanda? Who is next? So basically, working with Amanda Seales is basically having to watch everything you say, handling her with kitty gloves. Like, girl, I can't even like talk to you in a way where like it's not gonna offend you. And now you wait until one of them days is trending right now. It's #1. Issa Rae is on red carpets. You are on YouTube with us. So this is your way of promoting your YouTube channel, basically. Like, it's just ridiculous. Drop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this shocking revelation. During Black Women's Black History Month. Y'all let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care of yourselves and each other.
VBS, I just turned the water on. Big old flex, shit you never saw before.